Bake with Nat.
Everybody loves gingerbread at Christmas. Who doesn't? Maybe the Grinch, but not many people. But the thing about gingerbread is everybody's had it before, so how can you make it original? Well, let's put it with a gingerbread cupcake, and I'm going to show you how to do that today.
Preheat the oven to 190 degrees Celsius or 380 degrees Fahrenheit. Line a baking sheet. Add 350 grams or 12 ounces of plain flour to a bowl, 1 teaspoon bicarbonate of soda, 3 teaspoons of ground ginger, a quarter teaspoon mixed spice, 100 grams or 4 ounces of butter, then rub it in with your fingers until it becomes like fine breadcrumbs. And 175 grams or 6 ounces of light muscovado sugar, then stir it in and make sure there are no big lumps. Now add 4 tablespoons of golden syrup and 1 large egg beaten. Mix it together with a spoon to begin with, and then use your hands to bring it all together into a dough. Lightly dust the surface with some flour and then roll out your dough until it's about half a centimetre thick. Use a small gingerbread cutter to cut out the gingerbread men, then bake for 8 to 10 minutes. After a few minutes, put them onto a wire rack to cool. Then using some icing pens, add some detail to your gingerbread men. I've decorated these red and white for Christmas, but you could use the colours of your local sporting team to make them more personal. Then leave them to dry. Preheat the oven to 180 degrees Celsius, 360 degrees Fahrenheit or gas mark 4. Chop 100 grams or 4 ounces of crystallised ginger into a bowl and then cover it in boiling hot water. Leave it to soak for at least an hour or overnight if possible. Pop some cupcake cases in a tin. In a bowl, add 100 grams or 4 ounces of butter and 150 grams or 5 ounces of caster sugar. Then mix until light and fluffy. Add 2 large beaten eggs. Then mix vigorously. In a separate bowl, mix 2 tablespoons of milk with 2 tablespoons of the ginger juice that you made earlier. Add this to the cake mixture. Sieve the remaining syrup into a bowl. Dice 2 tablespoons of the ginger. Add the ginger to 175 grams or 6 ounces of self-raising flour, then stir into the flour and add 1 tablespoon of ground ginger, plus 1/4 teaspoon of mixed spice. Then sieve it into the mix. After gently mixing the flour in, add the ginger lumps. Then spoon into your cupcake cases. Then bake for 20 to 25 minutes and leave to cool on a rack. Mix 140 grams or 5 ounces of butter with 300 grams or 11 ounces of icing sugar. Warm the syrup on a medium heat for a couple of minutes. Add 2 tablespoons of the syrup to the butter icing and then mix. Feel free to add more icing sugar to the mix if you feel like it's too soft, or add more syrup to the mix if you feel it's too stiff. Take a piping nozzle, I'm using a 10-point star, and push it through the end of a piping bag. Then put the piping bag into a cup and turn it over, so you've got plenty of room to add the icing. Fill the bag with the icing, then starting in the middle, spiral outwards, and then when you get to the edge, spiral back inwards on top of the first layer, going all the way up to the top like a Mr. Whippy. Then all that's left to do is to pop your gingerbread man on top of the cupcake. Ta-da!
So it's really as easy as that. We've got the ultimate gingerbread cupcake. We've got gingerbread sponge, we've got a buttercream infused with ginger, and a delicious gingerbread man on top. And that's it.
Thanks for watching.
Please subscribe.
Ginger, and we've got a delicious gingerbread man. And there you have it, a lovely gingerbread cupcake. With a magically open nozzle. Oh,
Oh, absolutely scrumptious.